On today's video, let's talk about Lost Kingdom coverage. A lot of you have hit me up about potentially covering your Lost Kingdom. Now here's the thing. I love covering Lost Kingdoms. Doesn't matter which one. Newer ones, older ones, Season 1, Season 2, Season 6, Season 10. Doesn't matter. But the problem is, a lot of people just message me and think that I am part of the Lost Kingdom, that I know what's going on, that I understand what's happening, that I'm keeping my eye consistently on that Lost Kingdom, and that is just not the case. For me to be able to cover your Lost Kingdom, I need your help. And this video will explain to you what you need to do in order to help me cover your Lost Kingdom. So sit back, enjoy the video, slap a like on it. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Today I'm changing up a little bit our topic, our way we make videos, because I want to cover your Lost Kingdom. That is right, I really do. I love covering Lost Kingdoms. I love meeting new people, getting to know new alliances, new kingdoms, new strategies, and everything along the way. I just recently finished covering a couple of weeks ago Lost Kingdom 135, where I met some of the most amazing people and amazing kingdoms out there. I had a tremendous opportunity with these people, and I really want to share with you what we did in this Lost Kingdom to have the coverage we did, which was extensive, thorough, and detailed, and I'd like that to be the way we cover Lost Kingdoms. So, how does it work? Let me start by making a very obvious statement that might not be that obvious, apparently. If I am not in that Lost Kingdom, there is no way for me to keep up with it. I don't know when the next chapter opens, when the next passes open. I don't have the time to keep up with everybody's Lost Kingdom. But you have time to keep up with your own Lost Kingdom, which you're doing already. So if you want me to cover your Lost Kingdom, here are a couple of things you should know about the process. First and foremost, I don't mind if you tell me, and I would rather you tell me about your Lost Kingdom before it starts. If it's already going on, it's not a problem. But to tell me, hey, Passes 4 opened up 2 days ago, come check it out, is probably not enough for me to be able to come in. Why? Because I need to know a little more. I need to know which kingdoms are allied with which kingdoms. What's the positions on the map? Who's fighting whom? Who is the stronger or the weaker kingdom? These are things you know because you are doing the homework for your own Lost Kingdom. And so, what I would need in order to cover your Lost Kingdom, first and foremost, a little bit of a heads up. To tell me in 2 hours our pass is open, come check it out, without me having any information about the Lost Kingdom, probably won't happen. Second of all, I need some background. You need to tell me what I'm looking at. You have to understand that without me having the background to understand what's going on, tell me here's the coords for the flag, it's burning, go look at it, is not good content. I need to understand who is fighting who, what's the history here, how the alliances worked out, why these conflicts are happening. I'll give you an example. I knew that this Lost Kingdom was about these 4 folks. And as a matter of fact, I believe both the folks from purple and blue hit me up, or I think it was actually red who hit me up first, and then purple and blue joined the fray as well. The way this worked is one of them hit me up, told me the background, the alliances, the kingdom. He shared with me the information their 4 kingdom alliance has gathered, which is how much power each kingdom has, where they're positioned on the map, who are they targeting, how they're planning on some of the flagging stuff. And then what we ended up doing is we created a full chat in the game, Lost Kingdom 135 Gekko camera chat, where these guys added any relevant person from any of the 4 kingdoms. We had representatives from blue, we had representatives from purple, and we had representatives from both red and pink who didn't only, send reports. When you guys have an alliance of multiple kingdoms, it's probably a good idea to have a group chat. And if you have a group chat, it's probably a good idea to add me if you are looking for me to cover your lost kingdom. Now, I understand that some people think I will pick sides and give the enemy your information. That's a load of doo-doo. If you guys knew how much information I know that I don't talk about, including throughout Lost Kingdom, throughout Osiris League, throughout the day-to-day, civil wars being planned, revolutions in kingdoms being planned, people hit me up with all sorts of stuff. Information that gets to me that is for content is always confidential and is always only used for content and is always going to get published only after the fact. In this Lost Kingdom, I made a small mistake. They wanted to see it in live, and we live streamed one of the fights that happened down here, and I said something about a fight happening here, which the other team, the guys in yellow, took to heart and realized that's actually a pretty good idea, and it might have been one of the reasons purple had a little bit of a struggle. And so what I tend to do is I tend to make a video post-fact within a day or two of it happening, once I know it's safe to post the information I'm talking about and that it won't affect the fight. So the first thing is you have to gather that data for me. I can't keep up with these things. I need to know who your allies are, how much power you guys have, which alliances are involved, so forth and so on. From there, we should probably have a group where we have representatives of as many people as possible. For all I care, get all the kingdoms and all the alliances, as many people in that members, and 100 member chat for all I care. And the idea for that chat is for a few things. One, for me to ask questions and get answers. Two, for you to share reports, not only with me, but with your alliance mates from other kingdoms. If you made an alliance of kingdoms, you guys probably want to share reports with each other. Why not do it there? On top of that, to let me know what you are coordinating and what's going on. Lost Kingdom 135 would send me coords and be like, we're planning on doing this within the next half an hour. This is where the action is happening. That is where the action is happening. You have to understand that I'm not on the open field. I'm trying to record from an overview, and while fights are happening, I'm focused on one very specific thing. I don't know what's happening on the rest of the map. So that group would not only serve to share reports, but to also let me know when stuff is going down. It's a place where you can tell me when your passes are opening, when you're looking to zero a player, when you're pushing for flags in certain way or form, which types of flagging patterns you're looking to do, as well as what kind of decisions you've made. I'll give you a good example. When yellow and orange pushed back purple, who had all of this area back into their zone 4, the guys of purple told me straight up, listen, we're backing off. We want to get to this point at the end, and we'd rather do it with as many troops as possible rather than go 2v1 in this area and get just wrecked. Why? Because 2v1 is much harder to fight than anything else. And so they said, we're backing off. And they said we're backing off when they were still like here, when there is still plenty of time for them to keep pushing. How did I know this? Because they told me this. Has anyone heard about it? No, they heard about it only after it wasn't relevant anymore. The bottom line of this video is simple. I want to cover your Lost Kingdom. I want to get to know your kingdom. I want to get to know your alliance, and I want to get to know the people inside there. Some of my new members as well as old members are people in the channel. Members of the channel are people that I met in this Lost Kingdom. Some of you, my subscribers, came into the channel because I highlighted your kingdom and your Lost Kingdom, and I got to know so many awesome people that I truly think this Lost Kingdom 135 was probably the best thing I've covered all year. I truly think that the amount of people I got to meet, the amount of damage we've gotten to see, the amount of coverage and content we managed to make was truly some of the most fun and best content of the year. And I'd like to replicate that. But you have to understand that for that, I need your cooperation. You need to let me know ahead of time. You need to give me the information. You need to be able to send me reports as well as let me know when fights are happening and where. I need your help to be able to keep up. As long as you're doing your part, I promise to you, I will be doing mine. Now, what is something I like about Lost Kingdoms? If it's a 4v4, it's a very fun thing to watch. If it's a 2v5, v6, it's also a very fun thing to watch. It just depends on which side really hits me up. But the bottom line is simple. As long as you're willing to put in the time and effort it takes, which is not that much, to let me know what goes on, when goes on, how goes on, as well as answer some questions and give me as much information as possible so I can make the best content possible, I will definitely spend as much time as I can in your Lost Kingdom. I've spent nights not sleeping recording Lost Kingdom 135. I literally bought pieces of equipment so that I can watch and enjoy and record better. I mean, I literally have this tripod to hold the 2 phones in place so that I can freaking click on both and record from both from 2 different views at the same time. This was purchased for that. What use do I have for something like this for phones? It's exactly for that. I'm willing to put in the time and effort and energy and money to cover your Lost Kingdom as well as possible, but I need you to cooperate. I need you to let me know ahead of time. I need you to supply me with reports, with stories, with strategies, and with plans, as well as where the action happens and when. If you are able to do that, which is just sharing that information with me, I'll be able to cover your Lost Kingdom, and I'm really looking forward to cover as many Lost Kingdoms as humanly possible. The one last thing that I'd rather not do is I'd rather not cover Lost Kingdoms that have other content creators within them or other content creators covering them. I don't like to get into other content creators' territory. I believe content creators do what they do, and we have a certain mutual respect among us. If I see one of the other content creators of Rise of Kingdoms, doesn't matter which one, from sponsored to not sponsored, in that Lost Kingdom, it's going to be a bit of a tougher one for me to cover. However, again, with your help, I can do a lot and show your great strength, your great strategy, your great win, and your great work within a Lost Kingdom. Just like I did with Lost Kingdom 135, and I got to meet some awesome people from Kingdom 289, 279, 278. We had 313, 311, so many kingdoms in here. We had also 291 in here. Unbelievably, it was just so much fun. It was so much fun. And I really hope to meet more of you guys, meet more kingdoms and alliances, and cover more Lost Kingdoms. This is a call for you. I want to cover your Lost Kingdom. Help me cover your Lost Kingdom. I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I really appreciate every single one of you who has hit me up about your Lost Kingdom. Now you know what to do. Now you know how we get it done. And I am down to put the work in, to put the time and effort in, if I have a partner in you guys to do the extra little step of just keeping me informed so I can make the best content and make your work look amazing. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care. Peace.